Hey, greetings. Greetings, everyone. It's Sunday night, at least where I am. How are you, Chris?
I'm good, brother. How are you? How was your night last night?
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah,
It was a cool.
it was a
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. This place, Rock City, and I did a show about this like 3 years ago on the My Family Thinks I'm Crazy thing.
Oh yeah. I know the channel.
And yeah, so it was cool. Rock City, man. Look it up, guys. You should look it up. It's a pretty cool place. And then Ruby Falls, which is a famous Georgia place. It's like the largest in-ground waterfall, like surrounded waterfall.
Oh, it's an in-ground waterfall.
Yeah,
Where's that at? That's near you.
yeah. Let me look it up for you. It's pretty amazing.
Maggie would
Wow.
love something like that, but
I mean, it's
it's
incredible, dude. Like it's one of its kind. Uh, I'll just look up images.
wow. Look at that. Okay, I see what they got going on. It's like out of that movie, like The Descent, when they go underground almost, but you got some water coming out the top. It's awesome.
Yeah, and it's the biggest free fall waterfall, I guess, in the country.
Really.
And look at these awesome lights. These aren't even man-made lights. These are just natural lights in the cave.
Are you
No,
serious?
no, I'm
I was
just
about to
playing.
say, I was like, what? I was like, how the hell is it? Get out of here. Yo. There's no way. I just like
Have
had
you
my head down. I had my head down for a second and I looked up and I was like, wait, what?
no, but this is
Actually, almost wish they wouldn't have put the lights. Yeah. I almost wish they would just like light it normally and let it be.
yeah. Let's see. This looks just straight and natural. Hold on. But this is where I was. And then Rock City's got its own all its myths and things. Um, Check out My Family Thinks I'm Crazy from 3 years ago on Esoteric America, Georgia, and I went on there and annihilated and crushed. And
Did you did you see any elves or gnomes out there?
nah, there's too many people. They were hiding. They were
Yeah,
hiding.
I
The
figured.
Moonite people went underground a long time ago when they battled the Cherokee. Let me see if I can find that vid.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Um, let's see. Ugh. YouTube search is the least helpful.
It's like unless you know the specific, you have to be so specific with it. Cause I can't even find. Well, we know your channels, freaking
Yeah,
really. It's like they grind you. But like I have to literally type in the Ronin experience, or bird dog, like BAIRDOG 45 to find. Like I can't put Ronin. I can't put Ronin experience without the in front of it. I have to type the Ronin experience when you're going live to find anything.
yeah, it's impossible. And it's not just me though. Like when I'm trying to search other people's stuff, it is also difficult. Like I have to, like you're saying, I have to kind of know
Yeah, yeah. It's annoying. It's especially if
doing.
you're trying to look up a topic that you think is going to be like in maybe some of the channels you follow or
This.
something like plasma. God forbid you type plasma and plasma phantom, plasma ball. It'll just take you to all these mainstream nonsense. Like you'll get Minecraft video game footage before you'll get anything useful.
Yeah, and you'll see the check. You see, so towards the end, and dude, I made this is one where I made a PDF. Look at that handsome man down in the left corner.
Look at him.
I made a PDF.
Look at him. There he is.
I did homework and everything, but
Look at it with
this
the
is Rock City.
shades, rocking out the shades. I haven't seen your face in a while, man. Been too long.
Yeah, so this was me talking about the all the things that go around about it.
You want to play a little bit of it?
Hmm.
Is there
I get
any,
into the pyramids. I share my videos on this because you'll see. Oh, and I was sharing Lamar. So there's Lamar mounds. Spiral mounds are the oldest like pyramids and mounds in the world. Um, but let's see. Let's see. Let me get my picture. That's
so is this,
oh, look
this
at these
is,
stairs.
oh wait, this is the one, is this in Wisconsin or is this by you?
This is in Georgia. This is by my house.
So they have one of these also similarly, I think in like either Wisconsin or Illinois, right?
Oh yeah, the
The
Cahokia.
It's called like, isn't it called the same thing that the what was it, either the Aztecs or the Mayans said they came from the land in the north, and it's like named literally the same thing as the park, I think in Illinois or Wisconsin, where the mounds are.
Yeah, the big one I think out there is there's a big one. There's a big famous one. It starts with it's like, and I don't know why I can't remember it, but it's like Cahokia or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds right. Sounds like something close to that.
Yeah. Now these stairs, you see how when they excavated the ground level, they keep going, right?
Hmm.
And they tell us that these are wood, like logs. These are pretty.
Do they give you the same story that they do in at the I can't I wish I knew if it was Wisconsin or Illinois. I feel like I'm an asshole keep saying to keep saying both. But the same story they give at that one, which is that it used to be an army barracks type of situation.
Yeah, yeah, like they say the surrounding wall around this, like and there's a ditch, and they say, oh, they dug this ditch out, put dirt and used the dirt to make a wall for defense.
Yeah,
But
that's what they say at the other one. It's so crazy, bro.
for real,
Yeah, it's the
but
same story.
it was actually surrounded by water. It was water because the river is right here. This is the Etowah River, and so really this goes. It surrounded. There's a plaza underneath here. There's a huge plaza underneath here, underneath the ground. This was discovered by a guy named his last name's King, which is funny. There's a lot of interesting things related to the name King around here historically and covering up history. But he went around with his little meter and was like, dude, there's a stone plaza underneath this whole thing. So this is all
Ah,
covered under very heavy stuff. But those stairs, they go below. So with the stone, with the plaza underneath this ground, who knows how far this goes down?
yeah, exactly. And
Who-
I
who-
found the other one too. It's Aztalan, AZTA. Just sent the link in the for the Wikipedia for it in the private chat. Aztalan State Park, and it's the same thing. And they even say the same thing about like how there's probably water at one point that went around it.
Yeah,
Like the
that's great.
same, they have the same type of signs that are up in the park. It almost it looks like the same exact park. That's why I was surprised that they weren't the same place.
Yeah, and here are paintings of the dudes. They weren't savages in like these guys are dressed pretty fly. These guys are dressed like pretty darn fly. I'm trying to why won't it show his picture? Let me see if I can play it. Let me see.
Facts. Now here's some maps. I was just trying to get zoomed in pictures. Oh, I'm sorry. Here's a guy. This guy's a chief. I just wanted to show some of the drawings of these people. These are official paintings, 1836. It was drawn and printed.
So if you saw that guy, right? That's
Just
not
chilling.
some idiot like in a sack, with no clothes, Let me
This
see.
is one of the oldest.
See if I can get it. By the way, all these artifacts, they took them away. They're no longer here. I have like this guy's outfit with the colors and all this. It's like silky smooth
He's looking
stuff.
like he's from India almost,
Dude,
like,
he's from
right?
straight Georgia. Yeah, no, I hear
He's
you. Like,
dressed like a Brahmin, like mixed with like almost like a even a little bit of like a colonial look to him.
yeah, he has style, man. And this was just me sharing all this, my take. All these artifacts are gone somewhere. I asked about them, where are they? And they were like, we don't know.
What is that? A copper pot?
Yeah. It's a copper like plate thing.
That's
See, it's got the
wild. Yeah.
pipes.
Oh man, dude, it's so wild how similar. It's like this literally the same place as the other one. We must have. I mean, I know we have these mountains all over the place in the United States. They're ballsy though, the way they cover everything up.
This mud bird legend, which is actually common in a lot of places. Mud bird and like coming from the earth.
Oh, that's it. Look at this. These are wild. That almost looks like the heads on Easter Island, the one on the right. Yeah, this looks like it might as well be Aztec or Mayan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just like the other place, yeah. And I mean, the wild thing about the Aztlan State Park is Aztlan is the place where the Aztecs said they came from. So it's like, but they're like, not that one. That's just a coincidence.
Put this in the chat if anyone's interested in checking me out. That was 3 years ago.
Damn, man.
Oh, and Emily Moyer was on here, so let's see if I beat Emily Moyer or not.
I wish she just messaged me, actually.
So Emily Moyer I got 1,300 views. And let's see if I beat Emily, dude. It's not a competition, but it's a competition. She's talking about, I beat her by like over 200 people, dude. So, sorry, Emily, that I had to upstage you. But she looks like she was talking Austin.
She's talking to Austin? Yeah. We should have her on here one of these days soon. She'd be down. That'd be fun. She was just messaging me about I think we have to do a radium show soon, which would be will be a more fun one.
Brother, talking about Georgia, you want radium, come to Georgia. The water under here is radium. In fact, and I did this on the show too, so let me show you guys something. I would recommend checking out that My Family Thinks I'm Crazy. Because why? Because Cave Springs, and we'll put Toomlin, and I go in about the dude Toomlin, right? This Colonel Toomland, right? Names or titles. Colonel Toomlin also took over his whole thing. He took over the Etowah Mounds and all the pyramids around here and destroying them and covering them up.
Look at that.
His name is Toomlin.
Toomlin.
Right? And again, names are titles. Names are jobs, right?
Yeah, look at that.
So Cave Springs, it's not a resort, it's just water. Cave Springs, Georgia. Oh, dude, is there a Colonel Toomlin out in oh, no, he's saying no. I was going to say, if there's a Toomlin out in California doing the same thing.
That'd be wild.
That'd be wild. So this spring, right here, it's hard to see, not the best view. Comes out of the water, comes out of the ground clean. You drink it. People go there and get the water all the time. I go there all the time and fill up water. It's not a good view.
They're making it difficult. Even Brave and DuckDuckGo and whatnot. Anything's like pictures popping up left, right, splitting the page in two.
Yeah.
So it's annoying.
So this right here, and there's a cave here, and they blocked you off from the cave. Good Lord. So you get the water right here. It's hard to see. And it's been tested. It's totally clean. People come here all the time. You know, you could borrow a wheelbarrow, fill up your water, take it to your car, and then fill it up. And it's got radium in it. It's got no chemicals, no microbes. You can drink it right out of here. And there's an awesome cave in there. And I've done a little bit of a deep dive on this at one point. And Ty, this guy Toomlin was like, I'm taking over this land. He was butt buddies with Abraham Lincoln. And
So
that's why
it's got naturally occurring radium in the water there.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
And there's a whole underground aquifer in Georgia that has radium in it. So chances are, if you get well water,
get a little bit of that.
Yeah. So Georgia's all about the radium, bro. I know they talk about it in Florida, but Georgia's where it's at. It's where it starts.
Well,
so I'm gonna do a quick share.
Do it, brother. Oh yeah, did you see the other site too, really quick? The Astelan State Park. I put it in the private chat, so you can see how similar it is. It's like the same place. It's like, what the hell,
dude? And I was also trying to get something together and get a thing going, but I downloaded this awesome book and it didn't download right. It was a zip file, and then like every page was like a different text page.
Oh,
so it opened up like 100 text documents.
That's awful. That's awful.
Yeah, I was like, dude. But here, let me share. Yeah. Yo.
Yep. So this is the one in Wisconsin with the same name as the mythical land of the north that I believe the Aztecs say they come. I think it's the Aztecs say they come from. That's who it would make more sense to me that's who it would be. But
all these waterways where people were all over. Oh yeah.
But they say there's no. I think, is it the Aztecs? I don't want to be saying the wrong.
Mayans, Aztecs.
Well, the wrong tribe, because there is a tribe that specifically has this name in it. I thought it was the Aztecs. It could be another one, but it was one of the ones who wound up in either somewhere south of North America, and there was just it has the same name, but they say there's no connection according to the mainstream. Yeah, the Aztec. It is the Aztecs too. So yeah, Mr. Hire, the person who named it, says it on the wiki. Named it because he thought it was the place the Aztecs came from, and then now they say it's not. But what they say is like the same thing that you were saying. The explanation that they're giving for the other mound is that it's like a place where they where some sort of colonial defense settlement was set up.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, 33 square battalions. They are 33 square bastions at regular intervals. So they're doing you got all the numerology and everything in here with the way they're breaking it down.
Yeah, and this is the worst. And I hear you, man, because this is the worst because I live in Toomlin, basically where Colonel Toomlin was, and they're just putting one mound or pyramid here, bro. There's like 4 or 5 other ones just around here.
Makes total sense.
And actually, there's a whole bunch around here. Like there's some amazing other ones nearby. And of course, this one's in Macon, which is cool, but there are so many other cool ones. Such a plethora of them. And it's Toomlin. That's why his name was Toomlin. So, and especially with the I've been using this soundbite for a while. Jesus, y'all. Gaza. You ever heard that, folks? It's Ojibwe. I've been talking about that forever in my when I used to talk about Ojibwe and stuff and some of my other decodes, man. there's so much to try and put together. It's like I just don't have the time.
There's something I came across yesterday about Gaza, but I'll leave that for later if it comes up, if I find it. It was like a weird etymology that was like to attack strong muscle or something.
Hmm.
And I thought that was like weird considering Gaza now, but
Okay. Well, here's a little book, and I may have shared some of this before. It reminded me of, I know I have a lot of data in reference to Scotland. So talking to Silas the other day, I didn't have it in my mental like front, like in my fragmented mind. I didn't have a lot to pull out for the Scotland thing.
dude, this is what keeps happening. This is what keeps happening to me every time I've been doing the show lately. It's like all the stuff I've been looking at the previous days and wanting to talk about. I can't. Like it's just like I overload myself with information, and then last minute it's just at the tip of my tongue and I forget it.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
That's part of the problem I have with taking notes needs to be solved somehow.
Oh, dude, and I put in Silas's Telegram. I watched The Running Man yesterday, and what happened pops up. They're talking about Deary, the town in Deary.
Oh, really? Another?
You see that?
No, I didn't see that. I never checked like any of the telegrams, which is a problem too. But I like barely look. Only like right before or after a show that we do. But I know the show The Running Man, the movie, the new one that just came out with Glenn Powell, right? The same dude from he's in this football show that was on Hulu, Chad Powers.
Well, let me see if I can bring it up. I just did I clipped the vid, and man, I was having technical issues, like trying to get this together, Chris. It sounds like you got some frustration. I was getting frustrated. I was like, the technicals were not
yeah, dude,
messing up my flow.
Yeah, even getting ready tonight, it was the same thing. I was having issues. I have an iPad. I was trying to connect so I could show some stuff on that. It wouldn't connect even when it was plugged in. It was having issues. I only wanted to mirror it.
Oh, and will this not play? I'm having.
Okay,
hold on.
I'm just gonna record.
I've been having problems. So this, what do you call it? StreamYard only lets me play stuff if it's the sound, if it's in like
in the same browser, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's annoying.
And that's so dumb.
It's a dumb, huh? It's so stupid. Yeah.
It's stupid. Let me see. Man, this is we're trying.
How do we play it, the StreamYard? Let us play it.
Let's see. Is this it? Okay, I'm gonna see if I can say open in Brave.
Unless if it's a video, they should let you play it as a video file separately. No, you just can't. You just have to share it as a video file. I think. I don't know.
Nah, dude. No. I hear what you're saying, but no.
They won't let it happen though.
They used to, because I'll have a vid here like on my computer, VLC format, and I'll just go share entire screen is what I used to do, and they don't let that.
Don't let it happen. No more. No more.
Yeah. So here's this. I couldn't even get the sound to record, so I'm just gonna play.
Almost looks like you.
For this Deary,
and I had to use my phone to record it. So let's just give it a chance.
And you do get like Stephen King vibes on this movie, The Running Man. So please excuse the the ghetto-ness. But here we go.
Wouldn't be surprised if they fire up the DNA sniffers to that. I don't want anything. I don't need anyone. I'm out with you. Don't ask for an autograph. Alfie, what if he's in Gary?
What the fuck?
She thinks you're an actual demon, but she's fairly deaf. The gays are normal voice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what's with the?
Now let me try and find. Then he goes to.
Oh, okay.
I just muted that. Oh, he was in Deary earlier. So my vid with my phone. So this is Liberty Springs, but he's also in like Deary, like I think they were in Deary, Maine. And later he essentially charms a civilian to take up his cause and help him out. Some say that might be a part of, I looked up some of the Deary stuff that you guys were talking about, and this charm and certain magic is related, right? Or am I
Yeah,
off?
well, Derry, Maine is where I think where the Stephen King, yeah, that's where the one is in it. That's where the one was in Maryland and The Running Man too?
This was in Deary, Maine.
Yeah, that's the same thing, same place.
Yeah.
And
So
this
there's
is
some
so this
sort
is
of,
supposed to be a fictional town. So why is it in The Running Man? That's what's weird.
yeah,
I'm
and
not-
the story is not written by Stephen King.
Wait, the novel is though.
The Running Man is written by him.
I had no idea about that. Yeah, I just saw that. What the hell? I didn't know The Running Man was written by him. What the heck?
I only know the movie. I didn't even know it was a book. I thought it was just Arnold Schwarzenegger back in the day.
Well, we just got what's it called? Mandela Effect. Yeah, apparently it was a book written by Stephen King, which is weird because I thought it was like more of a I don't really know why am I thinking The Running Man is like it's not like they build like a I thought it was something about like building a man who out of like a cybernetics kind of.
That's Blade Runner.
Well, I know Blade Runner 2, they have that, but I was thinking like this is like we can build him stronger, faster. That's not this one, is it?
No, there's no like robotics involved.
So what the hell is
Regular dude.
what does he do?
He's on a game show trying to win money and survive while they're trying to kill him.
Oh,
And
okay.
everyone's a regular person.
Oh.
Now AI is heavy in that movie. So they keep making fake vids about him.
Oh shit. So this is why. Okay, so that's why Darius mentioned, obviously, because all of Stephen King's books are connected in this weird universe that he made. It's just weird that they're coming out with all this Stephen King stuff now, too. Like they're re-putting it all back into the culture with new films and new shows.
Yeah.
And it's
they
all
did
like
say-
remakes, basically.
Yeah, there's a reason, I'm sure. I'm sure there's a reason. Let me read this and see where this takes us. This is from a book. It talks about America, the background of Columbus, being a survey of revelations of science with respect. But I'll show you the front page of it. Like after I read this, I think this is either from the 1920. I'm not sure the date on this book, but it's old.
One last thing before you read that. The reason we might not have known about The Running Man being written by Stephen King is because it was first written under a pseudonym, Richard Bachman.
Hmm.
But I guess it was revealed at some point. So that's very strange. All right, my bad. Go ahead.
No, not at all. All right, I'm gonna read like 2 pages of this, and I don't have to read. I'm not gonna read the whole thing through. I'll stop along the way, but let's see. Excuse me. The Phoenicians, the god Helix. Now, these are the Goth. Anyone out there that heard of Goth, the Goth people? This is another word for Goth. Okay. And also we know G's are an addition. So when you're looking up things like Goth and the Gothics, this is where this word comes from. But know that it could be like a B or something, or some other letter, not a G. So that's part of their spell to hide history. FYI. The god Helix, and of course you have a suffix on there, of Ireland, and Brutus. The true cross of Solomon, the symbolism of Rome, the Iraqis or Iroquois, Lao Tzu, China obviously, Solon, and Nebuchadnezzar. Jeremiah in Spain and Ireland, Pythagoras and the Druids, the origin of the Scandinavians and Normans. Okay. So it's funny, again, I'm watching this Robin Hood show, and it's like the Normans are the ones that come in and take over, and the Sakai or the Scythians or the Saxons are the ones that are kind of like living in the woods and, you know, doing the Robin Hood thing. The people that were like there. Anyway, patriotism. What crimes have been committed in its name? Nevertheless, in the Mosaic age, just as at present, it was necessary for nations to have heroic histories at any price. For it is human nature that each race, each nation desires to see itself in a fine light, even if this be at the expense of others, and of itself by concealing its shortcomings. From the disillusionary, I cannot read right now.
You're fine, man. You're good.
From the well, it's like I don't know. I need some water, but from the disillusioning picture of Israel given in the preceding chapter, it is readily understood why the Hebraic scribes undertook the political religious reasons to conceal and at the same time preserve the unsavory record of their forebears. Therefore, it is useless to try to understand what followed the futile attempts of Moses to overthrow the golden calf of Israel by looking to the Old Testament alone. Okay. So, and by the way, it's all garbage. And yeah, I don't want to get caught up in all the variations of Moses, but I recommend cats really do their research if they're going to talk about it. Okay, the gradual overflow of Sesostris by the Pirati inevitably had compelled the Egyptians to abandon their attempts to conquer the Celestial Empire. This had enabled the Chinese to found the Chow dynasty just before the passing of the last Ramses. This is going to all make sense in a minute, folks. Now, candidates for public office were examined for their requisite proficiency in archery, horsemanship, writing, reckoning, music, and the ceremonial of personal deportment. At this time, the Chinese view was that the emperor should also be an example to his people, and that he should be held responsible for their welfare. Consequently, even the emperor was subject to reprimand by the duly constituted called Tien, remonstrator called Tien.
Tien.
Tien. And this is also, you know, when you read sentences and they have Tien on them, or you know, like Christian, right? Stuff like words like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's I guess like you could get reprimanded. That's you're under the law, if you will. Even you can get reprimanded. You know, so that's part of the spell, in my opinion.
Well, luckily that's not my name.
Well, just the words you use. Now,
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Notwithstanding these and other things disclosed by the Book of Rights, Western historians would have us believe no knowledge was possessed of Alaska by those who administered this high civilization in China, that mariners who had possessed a magnetic compass for 1,500 years had not followed the stepping stones from China to the golden state of Queen Califia. The Golden Gate of Queen Califia, in whose realm appear countless place names similar to those in China. Okay, so yeah, if you're some dipshit who thinks America was populated by the Clovis people and that there was no communication between Asia, Iberia, Siberia, and Anian's Cross, which is now called the Bering Strait, then you're a loser. This amazing, everyone knew how to have boats, and they had compasses and everything. They could easily, you don't need a land bridge. I've said this so many times, but I've heard so many people that I thought were smart just parrot the nonsense they've been told about a land bridge was here, and that's how people went across and populated this and that. Yeah. I don't mean to be mean, but get your head out of your butts, folks. Like, what are you even talking about? So, blah, blah, blah. So in the Mosaic Age, Israel of the Isles, aka Ireland, included the descendants of, what is this word? Eponym. Eponia? How do you say this word, Chris?
It is the Isles. Where?
Eponym. This one.
Oh, the eponymous, right?
Eponymous. Okay.
That's what I would say, at least.
Zara, but also I say Sarah, among whom were the god Helix of Ireland, represented in the genealogical tree of Israel of Godhall. The oldest petroglyph in Northern Europe, still to be seen at the ancient shrine of Clonfinlock in County Islay. Isis, the Son and the Father. Okay. Now we're getting to some good stuff. Referring to these Mediterraneans who now mingled their blood with the Tuatha De Danann, the tribe of Dan, and this is an interesting one. A great English scholar wrote, after the old way of inventing persons to explain the names of tribes, the name Godhall was derived by the ancient Irish clergy for a Godhall or Godaless.
Well, wait a second. So this is saying they would make up people,
Yes,
so historical figures to keep track of the history of tribes, basically.
the old way of inventing peoples to explain the names of tribes. That was a common practice, evidently, based on what this is saying. So
That's
again,
interesting.
Folks out there, when you're going to research, if you think you're researching, remember this. And remember who you're listening to out there who is just going to parrot stuff that they're reading and present it as evidence for their claim, whatever their claim is. His father, Niul, had married a daughter of that Pharaoh who, in pursuit of the Israelites, was drowned in the Red Sea. Now, I believe the Red Sea was in California, Califia, and that California was an island, and there's a lot of things related to that. And called her Scota because he himself was a Scythian. Okay, their son was said to have been called Godhall as a lover of learning, from the Gorth, remember, like Goth, Irish learning, and Dill, which in Irish love. Okay, so, and here's Nile implies dark. So, the Sesostris ultimately was broken by the enemies of Egypt, and the Gaelic Nile, corresponding to the Latin Nilu, implies dark, because these migrants came from Egypt, dodge some of this, where in fact the Scythians had long been intermarrying with Egyptians. The Israelite Gadhils were a relatively small, dark people upon whom the larger red-haired Tuatha De Danann looked as inferiors.
Tuatha De Danann, like the sounds like that fairy tribe that you always talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The answer is yes. Correct. Correct. And there's Kara everywhere. There's Anna everywhere. There's all, Now, let me play this Now, this is the book I attempted to download. This book is from 1850s. I think this is from the 1850s. Again, I tried to download it, and it gave me problems. But let's listen to this for a second, and he's going to go into some genealogy. Hold on. There was a chart here somewhere. Oh, it's way over here. Hold on a second.
Take your time, brother.
Oh, and I'm not even sharing. Oh, see, that's another problem. I can't just bounce between. I have to unshare and reshare.
We love you, StreamYard. We love all the ease you've given us with this app. It's so easy.
Yeah. So I'm going to listen to him. He's going to talk about what we just talked about, and then I'm going to share this other book from the 1850s. So let's just give this a moment.
And then I might have something that connects.
Okay,
too.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot here. This is, guys, and just know when I read these books, I don't read them like what I'm reading is exact evidence of everything. You have to use discernment and glean from whatever hijackery they're putting, so yeah. But you can connect the dots and cross-reference and get a good kind of inclination on what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And especially in reference to like those who can't be criticized, like the word like Jews is like made up people in a made up word. Sorry. If you know, you know. If you've researched the stuff, you should know it's literally a made up word that didn't exist more than.
You know what's interesting when I see Gadelas or Gadelas, I think Goodfellas, and I think what's a good fella? Well, they're like someone who were like a half. They weren't fully Italian. They're half and half, so they're like mixed race basically. So they couldn't be made men. I wonder if like that's like they're like mixed, intermixing, and I mean that's kind of what it's saying there too, isn't it?
Funny that you say this, because later on, I believe it might be in this book, and we'll get into that. He talks about like when it comes to like darker skin Irish and Scots and stuff, that they weren't all the same. It was more like two different peoples.
Okay.
And one of the peoples kind of had like, your kind of curly hair, I guess, like what one would call like an Afro type, and then the other ones had more like straighter hair.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
This gets into fast forward to now time, like in World War II, when they said they were killing the Jews, they were actually, they were killing remnants of Hebrew tribes that were in Eastern Europe that were actually Jews. They just weren't the ones that you would consider. It ain't the ones that look like they're the ones now. You know what I'm saying? But there was a murder and cover up and genocide. You just don't get that in many books, news, or anything. Even in stories like documentaries like Europa and things like that, you're not going to actually get that info because whoever makes some of these documents and books, they actually aren't aware of the info because they haven't read books from previous time to get some of this info. And I'll share that at another time. If you guys go, I don't believe it, that's cool. You don't have to. I'll share with you the sources when I get time and feel like sharing them, but there are sources out there, books and things. So let's listen to him for a moment, and then we'll go to this other one, see what he has to say.
Be with Judah, right? So this line is entitled to that as well. This is a male line of Judah, right? Perez is his twin brother. Perez is where David comes from, and Zedekiah. And what happened to him and his line, and the women surviving and going to Ireland and hooking up with this line, the line of Sarah, the male Judas that was still alive, among whom were the Gadhelites of Ireland. So he's saying the descendants of this line of Judah, of Sarah, among whom were the Gadhelics of Ireland, represented in the genealogical tree of Israel by Gadhol. So that's cool because look, I'm trying to tell you guys. That video I was just showing you, right? God hold, right? You guys see right here in the middle? God hold. Sarah, look at this. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. We got the drop. All right, hold on. Let me go up. Like when I'm reading this stuff, I'm picturing this because I know we've gone over. Oh, come on. They hating. 10:33. Hold on.
Oh, even he has issues.
I know.
That's why they wanted to add their ad. That's why they wanted to add their ad, man. I spy. Oh, they spying. Look at that. Subliminal. I spy. Oh, hell no.
He's trying to
What
play
the-
his own video. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's referencing a video that his video. But again, just a reminder, Isaac Sakai, Scythians.
Okay, this is wild. Okay, this is awesome.
And don't forget, and what I was reading earlier that I didn't share was Moses. So there's some people out there that like to make videos about Moses, and it's fun and cute, and all they talk about is Greek and Latin. That's cute. But Moses is also it could be this dude Rian is Ramses, and this little footnote, this little like up double cross thing,
Yeah.
Meneptah.
Yep.
So I don't hear too many people when they're so-called sharing Moses. They don't mention anything about America either, which is kind of funny. But anyway, let's see what else. But I digress.
All right, so you see, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Judah. He had 2 sons, Pharez and Sarah, twin brothers. The line went to Pharez because he breached. He came out first, but Sarah already has stuck it out his hand. Remember the red hand of Sarah, the red hand that we find even in the Maya temples. So you see, through him. Hold on, let's keep going down. Okay, so through Sarah, you got Eten, Mahol, Kaiko, which is Cyrus or Cyprus, or I forget in Greek. I forget who it was in Greek deities. And you got Darda too. Look, who is the founder of Troy, ancestor of Aeneas. You see that? And see how it comes back into somewhere in the line, back to Scotia and Heber.
And I want to point out when I was saying earlier, where you see Anna and Carla, you also see Rue everywhere. Rue, it's
Red.
everywhere. Just like you see Iber, Iberia, Siberia, Burr. Now, the Bering Strait, or Barbados, right? Things like that. And what's the other one? Bermuda, right? Bermuda. So, et cetera, et cetera. So here we go.
And this is, guys, I'm reading Our Race, Its Origin and Destiny. This is from Annals of Ireland and Scotland, like ancient. So Godhold, right? We just mentioned Godhold, number 6 over here. Okay, so we go back to the book. You see is the line of Sarah, where he was just saying.
Oh, and I will be downloading that book. It's from like 1850s. That's the one I had a problem with. So let's continue to listen. He's crushing right now.
Yeah, he is.
So the God Helix, that's what God Helix means, the descendants of Godhold. Okay, guys? See, that even I didn't know what they meant by God Helix. When I saw the title, I hadn't read this yet. I'm learning it with you right now in real time. We're learning together. So God Helix, he means those descended from Godhold. All right, you see who Godhold is, from a line of Sarah. These people already in Ireland, in ancient Ireland, the oldest petroglyphs in Northern Europe, still to be seen at the ancient shrine of Clonfinloch in County Islay. Isis the son, Islay, Isis the son and father. Shows that migrants arrived there from across the Bay of Biscay, referring to these Mediterraneans who now mingled their blood with the Tuatha De Danann, with the what? With the tribe of Dan. These ain't mythical people. These ain't mythical creatures. These were real people. They become myth in Ireland and mainstream. But to many, they know there's not a myth. A lot of Irish know this, right? Oh, we getting some drop here today in this book, man. All right, let's go. It's a good review of stuff we already kind of gone over. A great English scholar wrote, after the old way of inventing persons to explain the names of tribes, the name Gadhal was derived by the ancient Irish clergy from a Gadhal or Gadelas who lived in the time of Moses. His father Niul had married a daughter of that pharaoh. Okay, listen, who in pursuit of the Israelites was drowned in the Red Sea. Ha! Wow, her dad was one of the people who were chasing the Israelites and drowned in the real Red Sea. In the real Red Sea. Where's the real Red Sea? All my true followers. Where is the real Red Sea? Where are they talking about? If they talking about in ancient times, where is the real Red Sea? Come on now. Let people know. And called her Scotia because he was himself a Scythian. Oh, so this so-called Pharaoh whose daughter married Moses. Listen.
And those that go, hey, that you think the Red Sea is, near where Calafia, California is. Well, it's when you look at maps, old maps, it's not called Red Sea. It's not called red. It's like a different word for red. And there's a lot of different words out there for red, depending on the language. Are Moses and Jesus the same? No.
Nah.
Moshe, Meshi,
No.
and all these and Ramses. Like Moses has so many names. It's all across the realm. You see it in all over in Asia. There's different people. What they call Asia Minor, and America is Asia Superior, and places like they call India. Obviously, America is India because it has Indians, right? But no, Moshe, Mexican, Michigan, etc. And Hey, Sue, the Sioux, Hey, the Phoenician goddess, Hey. No, they're not the same people. I don't think Jesus was an actual person. Meshi might have been a person, but it's not like they read in the Tanakh and all that, Torah and all that stuff. That's a big question actually, to do like a real Moses deep dive and put all the dots together and all the genealogy together. Like, you have, again, like when you look at Ramses and things like that, those are names for Moses. So when you're researching Moses, you got to research all his names. Yeah, it repeats because cats don't know the past story, the pastories. And I'm just sharing my story, mystery, the mist. And I like to play, those words, but it's my little grimoire. But yeah. Oh, and my favorite Jesus is like Japanese samurai Jesus. That's my favorite. In Nagaland, in Edo. Right. No, you're right.
Why? Wow. Scythian, what do we learn about the Scythians, the Sakai, so-called Saxon sons of Isaac? Same people. We're talking about all the same people, right? Scythians had mounds. Scythians had scalped their enemies like Indians. They had mounds. They buried their people in mounds. They had like giant bones as well, 7-footers, 8-footers, just like in the Americas. Who's the so-called Scythian? We ain't a movie. That's what I'm talking about. We ain't no movies. We live today. The blood continued in many ways, many looks, scattered, but the real recognized real. Your son was said to have been called Gadhal. So somebody said California, yeah, but let's get specific. The Gulf of California, which used to extend all the way up, making California an island. the island of Queen Khalifa, right? That was the Red Sea, the original Red Sea, very close to Utah, right? Or Judah, very close to real ancient Egypt, right? So I gotta have real perspective. Their son was said to have been called Gadhal, as a lover of learning from Gaorth, which is an Irish learning, and Dil, which is an Irish love. So-called Irish. What are these ancient Irish speaking though? What is it that they're speaking, and is that a form of a dialect of Hebrew? We've broken this down. We have, well, we read their books.
I like the bottom of this page.
Historians and anthropologists.
So I was about to stop it and go to another thing, but it's caught my eye. It says to repeat. No, I'm gonna play because based on history repeats. Let's see what this. I want to see what this next sentence says. Although I have the book right here, but I still let me just see what he says.
Yeah.
Because I consider that we're being taught right now. Let's go.
And all these people, we read their books. I got a whole video on that. What is Gaelic? Ancient Gaelic coming from Hebrew, so-called Hebrew, or the mother tongue. Here is a perfect illustration of how little Elizabethan Pharaoh lost his life pursuing the Israelites to accepting the sense that the power of Sesostris ultimately was broken by the enemies of Egypt. In the second place, the Gaelic Niul, corresponding to the Latin Nilu, implies dark. Implies dark. I ain't blackwashing. That's what it says there. Implies dark. He's saying number 3. So
Okay, and also when you think about if America is Egypt and Scythians and Egypt are intermarrying, which I said this before, and there are marriage lists. And again, you have to look up the DAS, the DDA. Is how you spell that. That's like kind of like a leader, king. It's kind of like not necessarily, maybe a king, like a regional king, but a chieftain. And you correlate that with the Welsh kings list, and you'll be able to find how people in America and which you call Ireland right now, Ireland, is they used to intermarry back in the day. Lots of movies were made on those people, like the fame, like all that. What's that? His name's like Hawa, which famous Welsh dude back in like the King Arthur times, supposedly. Now let me play this different vid. So that was pretty cool so far, right, dude? What do you think? Chris might be taking a break. So guys, let me play this vid. This is real quick. It just goes a little bit deeper, and it's this book I was trying to download before the show, and I got to download this book. He gets into the genealogy a bit. Let me see if a good place. The line of David. Thanks for joining us, guys. We're just having a good time. So that's at 6 minutes. So I just want to share. 1892 is when this book was, and if you want to buy it, $2. Look at that; it says $2. Anyway, let this play.
I'm back. My bad.
Okay, this is another book. This is actually it's from 1892. Is when this book was.
Eoc.
Eochaid. And I'm going to take a break too. I'll be right back.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
princess who has Esau as an ancestor, but Echad is coming down from the line of Judah. Part 3 says here Pharez and Sarah, their genealogies harmonized. We have already traced the separated lines of Pharez and Sarah down to the generation which marked their junction in the marriage of Echoid, the Heremon of Ireland, with Tefi, the daughter of Zedekiah. With the former begins the Milesian line of Irish kings, and with the latter we have hitherto been taught to consider that the line of David ended. The readers of these studies, mere outlines of the new and true history of our race, know enough to the contrary to be willing to pursue the investigation to its legitimate end and consequences. Before we resume the story, however, it will be well to glance at the genealogies of these two lines of Judah and show that they agree, and that the junction was both a natural and a possible one. It is our purpose in some future study to consider the subject of genealogy and a consecutive survey from Adam down to Victoria Dove, the 153rd generation since creation. At present, we are only concerned with 27 generations from Judah to Tefi. These, so far as the line of Pharez is concerned, are found in the Bible and amount to 3 times the judgment number. Or if we count Judah himself as one, then all the generations in the line of Pharez are 14 to Abijah, and 14 more to Tefi, 28 in all. The generations of the rival line of Sarah, schismatic from the first, are 2 sets of 13 or 26 in all to Heremon, the son of Galam, or William the Conqueror of Ireland. Thus from Sarah to Lamphion, inclusive, are 13 generations, and from his son Heber to Heremon, who married Tefi, are 13 generations. We obtain these generations from sundry chronicles of Ireland, and they are not only independent authorities, but are so explicit in their subordinate enumerations, which span disjointed eras, that there can be no mistake in our list. It is also to be noted that they are, of course, innocent of our present work of harmonizing them with biblical data. The result which we now offer should squash the objection that Heremon could not have been the contemporary of Tefi. He was the 26th, and she was the 27th generation from Judah, and there is margin enough had the mere numerical discrepancy been even greater. This is manifest from a comparison of the ancestry of Moses and Joshua, who were certainly contemporaries, although Moses was but the 3rd from Levi, while Joshua was the 9th from his brother Joseph. In the long run, therefore, say 27 odd generations in 2 such important lines, we may fairly recognize the naturalness of this parallelism. All right, so before I continue, I want to show you this table they have here in the previous page. Okay, so again, they have Abraham and Isaac, right, and Ishmael, right, his 2 sons. Ishmael, you get the Muslims or Arabs. Isaac, right, the sons of Isaac, or Saxons, the sons of Isaac, or Sak. You get Jacob and Esau. So as you guys can see, Jacob and Judah, of course, had Pharez and Sarah, and then they got their line here pointed out for you. As you guys can see that they would match. They would be able to marry Tefi and Heremon, Heber, Eokide, as he is called too, and a little bit of Esau's line. You got Eliphaz, Amalek, Tardan, Walid, Rayan, and Darem, Mosech's Exodus, or Seti the first, or Ramses the first, or Mineptah, right? That's why he was called in Egypt, but they had different names too. Thus Esau's descendant in Egypt, ruling Egypt. So as it says here, the genealogies of the Tefi, Jeremiah's ward, and Enokide, the Heremon. All right, Jeremiah's ward. So how many people knew about this? Look, we have introduced the line of Esau.
Pretty good stuff, if you ask me, man.
Yeah, it's interesting that number 27 pops back up in there too.
I must have missed that.
Like the 20, he had the 27 generations basically, or I guess lines under these names, and that's I mean that's the 27 cycle that we were talking about from Welcome to Derry, and the augury cycle, like the cycle of sacrifice.
Oh yeah, and you were mentioning a lot. You had a lot of 27 connections, and of course there are so many.
Yeah,
I think this stuff is some of the origins of the that 27, or
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm still reading it. I'm like being so selfish right now because I love this stuff. This cuts through so much BS And this is a reason why when I get a little bit, when it comes to other people decoding things, it's like they're decoding not at the basement, they're decoding like on the top floor kind of thing, you know what I mean? And going, look, and look how smart I am, and this and that. It's like, dude, why don't you go to some books back in the 1800s and early 1900s and really get some stuff? Anything before that is sus, because they burned everything down. They destroyed everything. They destroyed all the records. They destroyed everything. And for those that don't know, like in places like China, what you would call China now, which Mexico was China back in the day, but what you would consider China, it was all Arabs and stuff. And you can even see some of that in movies. They'll even show you a little bit of that in movies. So when he's talking about the line of these various lines of Arab and all that, you put all that together, it's interesting. And I mean, everything is inverted. It's like, one really tough one to get through people's heads is Africa. The people in Africa have not been there for 1 billion years. But the Smithsonian says otherwise. And it's like, shut up. There's constant records of people moving into what you call Africa now, coming in from, like I mentioned so many times, coming in from the east, what you would call the east now, and also coming in from the west. And these people were not there for tens of thousands of years. Constant migrations happening. And again, you see these migrations and population changes happening today, like now.
Yeah, I'm doing the same stuff
in real time. So like that history repeats is like, yeah, they keep doing the same stuff, moving people around, destroying the past data, and rewriting history and covering. It's a big crime scene. The whole realm is one large crime scene. So if you're a real detective, a true detective, a rude detective, you can sift through some of this BS that's actually not that difficult to decipher once you're able to take off the paradigms and shackles of whether it's your parasites or whether it's your, paradigms, insert your mind virus, and all these people walking around acting like they know shit and decoding stuff. It's like you're spending hours and hours and hours decoding stuff and sharing it with people like you're doing some sort of amazing work when you're actually just decoding false evidence. Like the criminals went and planted, some fake decoy evidence to throw you off of what was really going on and to throw you off of what's really going on now. Because we see what's happening now, like in the quote unquote like chronicles, those who like own the information, right? Fast forward, we said this before, 2020, 2021 is going to be seen as the greatest, one of the greatest pandemic ever, perhaps a dark age. The whole world got locked down and this virus killed so many people and we saved them with our magical poison darts. That's what you're going to read in 50, 100 years from now, 200 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to have some nerd decoding the 2020s. Like, look, all these people died. Sick. And people are like, huh? So, yeah, and that's why, when it comes to the Sibyls, just breaking things down Sybil by Sybil is where I find so much information. Yeah. Anyway.
I have a little line in Cutting Through the Matrix that seems to connect to a lot of the China-U.S. connection. And I think Alan Watt actually talks about this a lot, but he also puts a lot of it he's like almost encoding a lot of it too, but I think he expects you to understand what he's saying at this point by reading through enough of his work and listening to him enough, because he breaks down everything syllable by syllable or syllable by syllable, as you say, as well.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's what we've been reading, Cutting Through the Matrix, and he talks exactly like you throughout the whole entire
Oh.
damn thing.
Oh, I thought. Oh, yeah. I thought you were literally talking about the movie The Matrix for a second.
Oh, no, the Cutting Through the Matrix work that Alan wanted.
Yeah, and it's funny, like, and I love seeing that. I love seeing even in these old books, they're breaking it down syllable by syllable. So I'm like, yo, I'm onto something because I taught myself that.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
it is self-evident. It's not because I'm all, it's not like I'm, whatever, but it's anyone can, and it should be self-evident to go put together it's just pattern recognition, really. You know what I mean? It's, and you go, wow, that's such a mind blower. And that's why I say you could be your own. You don't need to rely on these people out here. You can decode things yourself. Once you have, if you're a programmer or a pro grimoire, once you have that and some little simple cheat codes, you can point out and go, oh, okay, I see what's going on. So you get thrown off with also different languages and the different spelling. But if you listen and listen by the sound syllable by syllable, and you slow it down, and you can go, okay, I can see what's going on. Like reading, like I don't know how to read Arabic, right? I don't know, like reading Thai or something, like that's impossible for me. Like but I can hear it. It's not even close to it. At least in like a Russia or something, you get a backwards E or whatever. I'm like, okay, I can kind of see what's going on. But no, the sound is for me was what I have to rely on. And the translations, again, you just they'll swap out and put a T, instead of a K, they'll throw a CH in there. It's like, these are super like mental midgetry to throw really those that don't have sight to throw them off. You know what I mean?
Here, you want me to read this one part? Let me share this.
I got it. That's all I got. Like I'm ready to just talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Let me share this screen. Yeah, there we go. So he says here, the Northern Seer Swedenborg advised people to search for the lost word of Freemasonry, obviously, among the hierophants of Tartary, China, and Tibet. And then you come down here, truth lies in obscurity, and the Masons, unlike others, never communicate more deceitfully than when plainly, nor ever more truly than when obscurely. Though we write English, yet our matter will be hard as Greek to some, who will think nevertheless that they understand as well when they misconstrue our meaning most perversely. For it is the imaginable that they who are fools in nature should be wise in books. One must study us, the U.S., to know us, the U.S., to understand us, the U.S., to judge us, the U.S. They're encoding literally the U.S. or United States or North America within this quote from Freemasonry. And they're also encoding that all the old world is actually here within that one statement. The ancient mystic and philosophers advise initiates to ponder the secrets of nous, or know us, or know the U.S. This would become common in the Middle Ages among the mystery religions. It is simply French for us, or U.S.
Yeah. So, yeah, and just that last part is a demonstration of how easy it is to throw some people off. It's just French or English or whatever,
Yeah.
They're all meaning the same thing. So,
Yep. Like the secrets of nous would be like the secrets of intellect, but it really just means us. Or U.S. I mean, it's a codes within codes within codes here with these guys, but it's really simple. It's like actually
thing. Esau in the USA, you can kind of maybe there's something.
I think he has something about that. Let me see. I'm going to search this document right now. We should watch some of that video he did too, because it'd probably spark some.
I mean, bro, I'll put the video on. It's an hour and 27. I'll put it on just
Oh,
let
yeah.
it play all the way through, and I'll just kick back and watch it because,
Well, even if we just listen to a little of it, I'm sure we could stop it at. He does have a lot about Esau in here, but he's more so getting to the myth. What else does he have about Esau? Esau represents nature. Blah 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 blah. Let's listen to some of his stuff, and then we could just skip around it and jump around.
okay, yeah, should I just start from the beginning, or should I just?
Yeah, start in the
around.
beginning, and then we always bounce around if we think that it's stuff that we've heard too much.
What? This sounds low to me. Won't be nothing. Let's see. Let's just appreciate you guys. It's just a chill Sunday night out here, just hanging
Oh,
out.
they're gonna have Oh, is that a quote from? Okay, yeah, you're good.
Oh, someone.
They might. Yeah, you think you're good there.
With civilizations, the meaning of civilization.
It sounds low, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Which is part and parcel with religion.
I can't get it any louder.
System called civilization.
That's weird.
The techniques to control the peoples.
It's too low, but
Which haven't really changed that much.
I'll have to try and record this another time and get a louder sound because I heard even just the couple words I heard him say. You know, their techniques to.
Let me see if I have the actual
people or something.
video. Because if I have the actual video, I could just play it. I thought I did. Give me 1 second.
All right. Yeah.
See,
I like this is stuff I like that I really enjoy because and it's empowering to me. I use this, I find it empowering. Not just cute little feather on my cap talking points of look, let me tell you what I know. Aren't I cool? No, I really found this stuff so empowering to me. I can cut through lots of BS and articulate it to myself to where I go. That's BS, and here's why. Because again, you know, boiling things down, getting to the axiom, get to the root. So the trees are root for me.
Oh wait, so this isn't gonna let me play. I do have the video. I wonder if it's gonna let me play it through QuickTime or not. Let me see if I have sound on this one.
QuickTime sucks, bro.
Or like just wait, there's no sound on this one. I do have it though. Where did I put the sound? Where the hell did I put this video? So it's just called down what? All right, let me look. I know I got it. No, I got it.
You got it?
I got it somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna find it. Just give me a minute. But you could bring up something else.
Can I play a video real fast?
Yeah, do it.
Did I already play the Night Court vid? Oh, I didn't play the Night Court vid yet, right? All right.
No.
All right, here we go. Let me open this is you guys are gonna like this. It's like 5 seconds. Check it out. All right. Hold on. Okay, here we go.
I found the Epstein file.
Good. I was just going to ask you about the Epstein file.
Were you really? Isn't that funny? We were both going to say the same thing.
That's funny.
Shout out to Epstein file, yo. That was from Night Court, 1987, man.
That's legit? That's a real thing?
Very legit, yes.
Oh, wow.
That's very legit.
Oh, wait.
That was on TV.
That's weird.
Can you play it again? Shoot. I hate when I press the wrong button.
Jeez,
Here,
okay. I got this playing too, but I don't know how the hell I'm gonna share it. Let me see something.
You gotta open it in your browser, man.
Because it's not even a
Yo, what up, ninjas?
How the fuck
What
am
up,
I
my
gonna open this in my
ninjas?
browser?
Yo.
what? This is gonna be impossible right now. The problem is it's like it only plays through this one.
Bro, we gotta learn OBTS, man, and have more control. There's a learning curve.
Let me see if I could export this with the sound really fast. Because it's only playing through VLC Media Player. Which is weird. I mean, it's like a M4V.
Can you right click and say open with and then choose one of your web browsers?
No, it only because the thing is, it's like I have to open it with the VLC player. Let me see, hold on. Is it? Can I do? What can I do here? What can I do here? Playback video.
Yeah, we just go back to pirate radio. Let's just do a show on ham radio, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
Advanced open file. Let me see if that does anything.
Trucker. Let's just do trucker radio, dude. We're just truckers.
Stream output settings. Jesus Christ. Display the stream locally. Oh man. All right, that's not gonna work. Let me see if when I play it on my if maybe my YouTube will be louder than yours. I don't know why, but
okay,
might be worth giving it a try, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, guys, appreciate you guys joining us. We're just hanging out, surfing. You know, we have I think our other shows were a little more dialed in. I think tonight we're just
chill. We're chilling. We are chilling.
Okay, here we go. I see
it. In culture creation is still ongoing.
Is it loud?
Those who know how to manipulate it.
No, it's real low, dude.
Where once they have money on the go and they've trained the people outside to accept money for their
I mean, I can hear it, but
and so on. They then get a standing army from within the city, and with the standing army, they go outside the city and conquer other people, force them into the system, force them to use money, give them a religion, and really they're really slaves.
Still low?
Yeah, it's low. I mean, I can hear it, but I have to really try. I think it's just the video. I don't think it's our machines or anything. I think it's just the recording.
Yeah, man. You know what's it? It's called. It's called Reality Check. Let's see if there's a better version online somewhere I could find really fast. Better. What would it be? Mastered audio. Let's see. Maybe someone mastered that thing. I want Reality Check HD on YouTube. Let's see if this sounds better. Okay. Oh, this is broken up. Oh wow, that's way louder. Okay, this actually might be worth it. Let's try this.
Okay, cool.
Someone put it in HD. It's super loud. So
okay, that's good. At least we can. It's easier to turn down than turn up.
Jesus Christ. God damn, they didn't clean it up much, but so it's gonna blast.
Let's see. Okay.
On the Sweet Liberty broadcast and shortwave radio, Jackie Petru was the host, and we still do the occasional Wednesday night on the internet only this time. And we have been for the last year or so. On these programs, we've discussed the histories of mind control, basically. We've gone through the histories of ancient religions, how they started up with civilizations, the meaning of civilization, the money system, which is part and parcel with religion.
How is that, by the way?
Oh, that's good, man.
All right, cool. Then I'll play it for a little bit.
In this system called civilization, the techniques to control the peoples, which haven't really changed that much. The same techniques are used, only on a much larger scale, And plus they have children in school to start the indoctrination process early and to giving them a type of version of reality, which generally they will never question their whole life long. They accept the world as it's being presented to them. Many, many thousands of years ago, civilizations rose and fell. And really by civilization, we're talking about the creation of artificial systems. Money, of course, is an unnatural thing to use for barter. It's of no use in itself. It's supposedly a tool. That's how it's pushed over through economics. It's a tool which helps barter. It helps barter, you see, by introducing a third party. And of course, those who introduce the money ultimately control those who barter and those who buy. From money, of course, they build cities. City is an artificial hive, a beehive, as Plato called them. And through cities, these civilizations, really all one civilization, under many faces, through the cities they could, because they must use money in a city and they can't grow anything in a city, they can't feed themselves, they're totally artificial. A culture which is fluid and flexible. It's not a natural thing, at least we don't know what natural culture ever was. But it's definitely flexible and pliable, and it's a science in culture creation. It's still ongoing. Those who know how to manipulate it had their start in the cities, where once they have money on the go, and they've trained the people outside to accept money for their food products and so on, they then get a standing army from within the city, and with the standing army, they go outside the city and conquer other peoples, force them into the system, force them to use money, give them a religion, and really they're really slaves. And as Charles Galton Darwin said, the grandson of Charles Darwin, he said that every civilization has really been a form of slavery for the people. And he was all for it. That was a natural order according to him. And of course those who are trained in power and control of the people are trained in these techniques since birth. They're brought up listening to a different version of reality than someone brought up in a local housing area. They're told that the realities of life, the predators should be at the top of the natural order. The predators, of course, because they're such hypocrites, are good predators. They can't tell the children how they're really feeding off them or manipulating them for different ends, because children don't understand these things. And those with the low IQs, you know, the little people at the bottom of the hill, you've got to keep them in the dark. The profane in Masonry means those in the darkness, base people. Which is a real hypocrisy in itself, because it's like breaking the legs on a cow and then kicking the cow because it can't get up. That's the hypocrisy of this system, and that's how they view the public. They've broken our legs and then they hate us because we can't get up. We're pathetic. And of course they claim that we need them. It's like saying that the mice in the fields need the hawk. This is the logic of the predator. From the days of Babylon and before Babylon, they call them the Harappans. This is the name that's been stuck on these people by historians just to give them a name. But the Harappan culture extended all the way from Egypt right through the Middle East to China. And now they're unearthing pre-Sumerian Harappan cities on trade routes. And of course they must use a money system, lived a very high standard of living, these merchants. And they even had indoor plumbing, you know, something that some people today don't have, even in Canada, and some places.
Yo.
If we go into the Minoan cultures, we'll find the Minoan.
I was gonna say there's like 4 more minutes left. Didn't know if you want me to finish that.
Oh, hold on. Now you're low. You must have turned your volume way down.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Okay.
I was gonna say there's like 4 minutes left. I didn't know if you wanted me to finish that clip or not.
I'm about to. I gotta roll, man.
Passing out. Yeah. Well, I think I shared that link to that whole series if people want to watch it. That's something we gotta pick out clips from, at least on that page that I found. Now we know where it is, and it's It's split up into a bunch of 11-minute chapters that are titled. So if we want to reference them in the future, we could look at it and find parts that actually relate to what we're talking to.
Definitely. And for those that don't know, things like the Wall of China, that is actually a highway. That is actually a road. And it doesn't just sit around China. It goes all the way to Europe. There's pieces of it that you can find all the way to Europe. So what they tell you of it was a defensive wall, whether it's to keep people out or keep people in, that's of course nonsense. It's was actually a highway, so you can get goods and back and forth with wagons and things. They might even had maybe not wagons, maybe they had something cooler than wagons, but I don't know. But just kind of FYI, when he said from here to Asia or whatever, just kind of reminded me of that. So a little tidbit out there. But yeah, I'm struggling. This was just a Sunday chill chat, guys. We're just whatever, just talking, trying to reveal the realm and just hang out a little bit with some high-minded folks and just chat about cool stuff, in my opinion.
Yeah, buddy. Appreciate everyone who joined us.
Much love. Mucho love.
Much love. We'll be back. We'll be back.
Hang in there this week. And my homie, so I shared a Third Edify Substack. Check it out. It's a free vid. It's earlier in this chat, in the live chat. It's totally worth it. I enjoyed it, and Third Eye Edify, I liked it because he had like a new vigor, like more. He's like, yes, like F you up YouTube. He's out there doing stuff on Substack, and I really liked it. I enjoyed it. So check it out. And check out Chris's stuff. Let's all ships rise with the tide, and let's grow this everyone's underground style. Let's bring us up to the surface. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And,
show the Ronin experience some love. Hit the like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah. Share with your coworkers. Share with your grandparents.
Anyone you want to share it with, If you have little children.
Guys, if you just met a girl, take it from my experience. Don't try and talk quote unquote red pill stuff on the first date. It does not work. Or talk about bisexual lizard child sacrifices on the first date. Trust me, it doesn't save that for the third date. Okay.
Or just do it as a screening process. I mean,
or do it as a screening process. I've done it as a screening process, and so far, no one's passed. So, if you want to have another person touch you, don't talk about bisexual interdimensional lizards on the first date. Okay, that's my advice.
This whole episode should have been the Ronin and dating advice.
Oh, I got some good ones.
I think we both could have crushed because we have.
Oh,
I
can tell you a lot of what not to do.
And I could tell you what to do because I'm in a successful relationship now.
Nice.
Well, I have been for a while, but I mean, definitely good advice is to not talk about the reptilians.
Yeah.
I don't think you should ever do that, honestly. I wouldn't bring it up ever.
Wait till you have grandchildren, and then you tell your girl.
Then you can start saying whatever you want. Then you can start telling the kids that their grandmother is a reptilian at that point.
Yeah, guys, act normal. Act like a normie, maybe. I don't know.
Well, you gotta act like a spy,
Yeah.
And that's everywhere.
Treat your girl. Use full-on espionage against your girl, and then you can manipulate her A lot easier. For your
Well, I'm more so meant in regular everyday life, even just act like that. So so
I was
people.
talking about going straight Machiavellian on your girl.
Well, I mean,
And
you
have
know,
her-
you got to eventually turn her on your side, which you
and
will
gotta
do.
use programming, dude. Psyops. You gotta use relationship psyops within a relationship, man. With intention.
And then it'll be all good eventually.
It'll be all good. Pavlovian. All right, guys, go Pavlovian on your girl, dude. You can train her without her knowing she's being trained. Dog whistles. All right, we'll save that for the book.
Yeah, well, we can't give away too much.
We'll save that for the book. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, guys. Let's get out of here. Have a wonderful week. Energies are going to be tough this week, but you're going to get through it. This too shall pass. So
Absolutely. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you having me.
appreciate
As
you, man.
always.
Yeah, we're out. Massive love. Anything else, Chris? We're done. We're good.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
All right, cool. All right, later, guys.
Later,
We're
guys.
out. Peace.